The US government has ordered that the British government must withdraw their soldiers immediately and turn their jets back from Finland over the issue of Biafra naturalization. A big wave and a big one. You see, we must continue to head out on possibilities that helps out in much bigger sense. There's no two ways about it. It's victory or nothing, more proclaimed, more in the open, more visible that these people want to threaten us and shut us down. But we're bigger than them. So the US have signed in an immediate order that European Union should respect the United Nations order, the laws, and withdraw their men that they have sent in support to the zoo government. You see, one thing leads to another and another leads to another. But the only thing that can lead to one another is the game that has changed so far. With all due respect, we must continue to conceive one of the biggest motives of where we stand. And that's just the game. That is just the game. Everything is making sense. Everything is gradually making a whole lot of sense. And that is where we must consider one of the biggest victories. Shh, come on. So, as we ride for freedom in every expeditions and in every expedition, let's all understand that the game has changed so far. So the distraction may take place, but in order not to happen, we must reconsider ourselves in very big motives. There's no two ways about it. Now that they have now realized that they cannot do anything, that they can no longer handle the shock and the waves that which we possess, they now understand that everything that is playing out is for our own good. We must reconsider every areas and every junction that need to be checked. One for one, one for notice, one for peculiarity. So this time around, it's not gonna be game as usual, because Simon Eber has done nothing before the law of the United Nations. All he did was what? Tell the world that our people are going through a lot. That was his only crime, that our people are going through a lot. And this a lot has become something we should physically reconsider. And that's what the game is. If we should reconsider this, we can tell ourselves the truth that this man has done nothing. So the law has been signed. We should return, because if these people get there, there's 100% probability that letting Simon ever back to Nigeria. 100% probability. So let's get this fact straight. Whether they like it or not, we're already achieving much. That's where the game has changed. The union address has begun the discussion of the arrival of the British 100 soldiers who will be coming to Finland in the next 2 days after receiving their signing from the British Prime Minister over Simon Eber withdrawal from Finland. Union address. Once your case enter union address, we must stay connected in this final race to declare Biafra this year or nothing. Kanotena na yobikone asigene. Ansobua ozuane. otene kuwele sina nsogbu a ozuone. Because whether they like it or not, we are now at the gate of freedom. What they are doing now is demarcation order, if we must say. So, as we are riding for freedom and helping ourselves all out, let's reconsider one or two facts here. After the Union Address and seeing the effectiveness of what is happening, I must say it with no other repercussion that Simon Epka has really caused serious problem in the eyes of the zoo. And the zoo are feeling it hot and hot. There's no two ways about it. So, the moment we are riding for freedom and extending ourselves to this one big order, people have now realized that there's no two ways about it. That the only way out of this is doing what? Restoring the state of Biafra. That is the only thing that can bring joy to the heart of many. I must say it and say it again. Whatever that lives on must live on. And whatever that produces light must be allowed to produce light. There's no two ways about it. This has become that one of the biggest incidents that has happened in the history of Biafra is what? Organizing the best cities of what we produce. So as long as they continue to rely on some motives and some stuffs that makes more sense, we must reconsider the biggest light and the biggest victory. That's where the game starts. We must throw ourselves, therefore, as the Union Address makes this final statement, let's be in the picture. Ụmụ Chineke, onye nụ ya ozie nwanne.